Hey guys, it's been over 2 years since I've actually played 9 holes of golf. Starting off here on the first hole at Indian Hills Golf Club, 385 yard par 4. I had both the GoPro and my phone camera set up here to give you guys kind of a unique look, but ended up having to put it away because the marshal paired me up with someone right after I hit that shot. Second shot here, just a little 75 yard pitch. Just wanted to make sure I had a putt at birdie here. Kind of hit it a little bit long, but nice, easy lag putt coming down the hill. Nothing too fancy there. Just tap it in for a par here. I decided to put the GoPro away after this hole out of respect for my playing partner. Hole number 2, 365 yard par 4. I absolutely crushed this drive. Problem was, I hit it too far. As you'll see here, I ended up with a downhill lie at a really awkward yardage. I mean, I'm only about 30 yards from the pin here, and I got an elevated green. Felt like I had the wrong club. Felt like I maybe needed to bump and run it, but I'm not really confident in that kind of shot. Lots of really terrible thoughts going through my head, and there's your fucking chili dip. Way to go, asshole. But in typical me fashion, I go up to the next little chip here, and I nearly hole it out, leaving myself with about a 4-footer coming back for par. And we get the first preview of how terrible my putting can be right here, as I pretty badly miss this par putt here. So we're +1 going into the par 5 third hole. I wish I would have had a view from behind here to give you a pro tracer on this one. This one would have been fun. It was just a low heely cut here, but it ended up just fine on this 491 yard hole. Ended up having about 200 yards left in to this back left pin location. Just thought I'd sling a big high cut back there. Try to get it on or around the green at least. Contact was good. Looked good. There for a minute, I thought I was going to be nice and cozy with the pin there for a second. But, you know, had ended up with about 15 or 18 feet for eagle. And what's the number 1 rule in golf? You don't leave an eagle putt short. Well, there you go. Left an eagle putt short. Great job. But tap in birdie, back to even. Next hole here, I absolutely mollywopped this 3-wood off the tee. I actually hit into this group a little bit. Had to apologize to him. Only had like 50 yards left here. Now my phone, for some reason, I left it running here on the ground, and it never actually caught this chip on camera. Wasn't a very good chip. I just kind of chipped it to the front of the green, handed the tripod to my playing partner, and this was what he caught of my putt. I'm not really sure what happened there, but tapped it in for par nonetheless. Par 3, 180 yard hole coming up here. Got a 7-iron in hand. Contact was really good. Just kind of leaked a little bit to the left on me. Left a pretty easy chip here, but I'm quite a bit rusty here as I just totally decelerated and ended up hitting a pretty poor chip, leaving me about an 18-foot left to right putt. And me being left-handed, these left to right putts look pretty juicy, so wouldn't you know, dropped it in there for a par. Still even par going into this 405 yard par 4. Feeling the good vibes here in this 2-leveled fairway. I'm aiming to the right of that tree in the distance there, and I absolutely pound this one. Ends up right in the middle of the upper fairway, leaving me about 108 yards to a back right tucked pin location that looks like it falls off the world. So I just aim for the middle of the green there. I don't want to mess with that pin location. Should give me about 30 feet or so for birdie. Standing over this putt, it's the kind of putt that you feel like you could putt this thing off the green pretty easily if you're one of these guys that yips putts like I do. So I'm trying to be really cautious here, trying not to blow this thing past. Feel like I did a pretty good job of just kind of nestling it down there for a tap-in par. onto the par 3 140-yard hole. Normally I'd use a pitching wedge here, but it's in the shop because the hosel was bent. Gee, I wonder how that happened. So I end up trying to knock down a 9. Ends up being a little too much club. End up going a little bit long, maybe 2 feet off of the green. More shitty camera work here. I tried to putt it from the fringe, which I am absolutely terrible at. And the more I watch my putting stroke, the more I hate it. End up with an atrocious looking bogey. But I got a chance to get it back here on a 500-yard par 5. Water down the right. I'm aiming at the little tree there in the distance. I absolutely crushed this thing. And it actually ends up hitting the cart path. I end up getting an extra 100 yards out of this, guys. This ended up being like a 400-yard drive because I only had 80 yards to the pin. Felt like this was a go zone here. End up just flipping a little 60 back there. Felt like I hit a pretty good one here. Looked like it was pretty close, but this thing had some soaring on it and ripped back quite a bit. I think I had like 30 feet for eagle. And here comes the clown show. I'm not even really sure how you misread that putt that badly, but I did. And then we end up with this for birdie. And of course, clank, lipped out for par. Motherfucker. My thoughts exactly, big guy. All right, on to the 9th here. Got to get in the fairway to give myself a chance on this 320-yard dogleg right. This is my preferred tee shot most days. I love hitting this little 4-iron stinger. Try to scoot it out there about 235. Giving myself a good look at about a 108-yard flighted wedge. And boy, did I find a good time to hit a good wedge shot. Nice and cozy. Ended up being about 5 feet here, giving me a 5-foot putt for birdie and to go even par on 9 holes after a 2-year hiatus.
Nice bird. For even.
9 holes from your boy, even par. First time playing in 2 years, even par. Let's go. Let's go. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Keep whopping them mollies.